Hello everyone, today what we're doing here is the gaming test of the new iQOO 15. Of course, this phone has been released in other regions for quite some time, but we only get to do it right now. So I'll leave the box aside, and the special color that we got is this one. Not sure what's it called, but then it has this kind of a lava design. Yeah, you can see the reflection there. Okay, look real nice, but I'm not here to talk about it. So let's talk about some of the specs first, but I will turn up the brightness a little bit so you can see better. So iQOO 15 SoC, still not shown on this app, but whatever, it is using the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. Still a very long name because I don't know why they want to name it like this. They even have a blog post to tell you why they name it like this, but yeah, Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. And then we have system, nothing much to see here. Screen resolution 3168 by 1440 pixels, goes up to 144 Hz refresh rate. Okay. And then as for the RAM, we have 16 gigs. They never say if it's LPDDR5X or not. I suppose it is. And the battery is 7000 mAh. Not sure what's the watt-hour value, which is available on their website actually, which is a good thing. So in today's video, we're gonna test all of these games, so let's get started. So before we begin, please do hit that like and subscribe button because we are trying to aim to hit 100k subs so that we can bring you even more gaming test videos like this with even more devices. And yeah, thanks in advance for hitting that like and subscribe button because it's really gonna help us out a lot. So before we talk about the gaming performance, let's talk about some of the special features that it has first. So if you swipe in from here, you can see there's a performance panel. So we can change between balance, battery saver, and monster mode. I will just use it in monster mode because I want the best performance possible, but for this game in particular, it's not really that demanding anyway. And for the new self-developed Supercomputing Chip Q3, mouthful of a name, but we do have quite a lot of features right here, but it is only applicable for certain games. So Genshin Impact is the most supported game out of all. So for example, we have super resolution and also super frame rate. So all of these features I will explore in another video because there's some, I don't know what is rendering precision because it's not in the settings menu for Genshin Impact. And then for super frame rate, it's just a interpolation. So I think I have to lower the resolution in the game first before doing any of that. And then for ray tracing, I have no idea how they did this, but yeah, it does make the game, well, kind of with ray tracing, but it's kind of subtle, I would say, but we'll also take a look at this in another video. For game visual enhancements, is just a more like a color filter, so you can apply whatever filter that you want in the game. This is something that I will never touch. And then for game tools, we do have quite a lot of them. So for example, game sound effects, this is some sound effects that makes the game sound better, but then again, I'm not also gonna touch it. Then 4D vibration, if you use your touchscreen, then okay, but I'm using a controller anyway. This is the GuliKit KK3 Max. Yeah, I'm also not gonna use this. And then skipping forward, we do have orientation lock, which is useful. Brightness lock is also useful. Game light effects is because of this ring around the camera behind here. It will light up. I'm not sure if I turn it up here. Elemental burst only. Okay, let's do something, man. Why is it not lighting up? Anyway, I'm not gonna touch this as well because I don't really like RGB lighting in phones. Then lastly, bypass charging is something very useful. I'll just take my power bank here. This is the Anker power bank that I'm using. Link in the description below if you want to check it out. It's a very handy power bank to have. So once we plug it in, charging, we can turn on bypass charging. Okay, and there we go. It is using bypass charging right now. Okay, so enough about all that. Now let's take a look at the graphical settings that we're using. Practically highest everything for Genshin Impact. It's actually not the most demanding game right now, so okay, we just use everything highest. and also 60 FPS using Vulkan API as well, which is always better than OpenGL. So let's start. So I don't really know what to do in this game anymore as of now. I'll just probably walk around. Ouch. This game really has a lot of issues, missing sound effects everywhere.
Settle down. One with nature.
Oh no, there's a little lip on that thing.
Bring it. Into the wind. Bow your head.
Show a new thing!
One with nature.
Missing sound effects everywhere.
Settle down. We got ourselves a straggler.
Strike a pose!
Bring it. Silence.
Oh look, I infiltrated the place.
Looks like we're in for a tough fight.
Strike a pose!
Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
So I have to destroy everything in 20 seconds. That's okay, a weird clause. I need a teleporter unlock so I can quote unquote save my progress. God damn.
Strike a pose!
Settle down. Into the wind. Mission over. Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
The detection issue. So I've been in the game long enough. Actually, Genshin Impact isn't that demanding right now, so I could have skipped this game. It's just that I'm still here just for the sake of basically completion at this point, because a lot of people still play this game. So okay, I personally don't anymore, more like. So yeah, the frame rate is nearly 60 FPS all the time, but it does drop to like 50 something, which I still think is not a problem. So yeah, as far as I can find though, this phone is indeed using a single cell battery because I can't find any information on it being dual cell, and the official China specs does say that it is using a single cell battery, which is a departure because last time they did use a dual cell battery on the iQOO 13. But either way, that's what we have right now, and yeah, I'm not sure what's the render resolution. Wattage is actually quite low, 4 point something. Let's skip to the next game. Okay, so for Zenless Zone Zero, we are going everything highest. So as you can see here, literally everything at the absolute highest graphical settings. You have to manually change that, but okay, we are also going 60 FPS. So let's see how things go on this device. The first thing that we're going to do is of course to run around this area here. As you can see, the frame rate, not actually 60, but near 60, which is good, I would say. It's actually very smooth. But that aside, let's go to the flower boss fight. This game's lock-on system is... what the hell?
It's over. Press forward. It's over.
Ayo.
My blade is already sheathed. Press forward. No forgiveness.
Temperature is rising, wattage is quite okay, I would say, quite typical, not to say low or high. And the FPS is real good, real consistent here. Oh my god.
Victory, the only option. It's over. Press forward. Hold it hit. I can take him. A beautiful shooting star. Here to assist. It's over. Let's light up. No forgiveness. No forgiveness. It's over. Victory, the only option. It's time. It's over. Raspy winning Becky. No room for mercy. You should move.
Temperature is ever so slightly rising. Experience is real good, that's why I'm not talking.
It's time. Raspy, a beautiful shooting star.
I'm just enjoying the moment here.
Unstoppable. My blade is already sheathed. The flames follow
I don't think I can do it another time, right?
Restore order.
Time's up. So close. Never mind. Okay, experience is good, but I want to make it throttle if I can. I want to do shield defense using this phone. I still have 4 more nodes. Actually, I have not done it. So, okay, let's do this. I'll just start recording for the entire run. So, if it dips to like, let's say 0 FPS, it's actually loading. So, do keep note of that.
My blade is already sheathed. I'm unstoppable. Gotcha! There's no time to lose. No more chance! My blade is already sheathed.
So you can see loading, the frame rate will drop. Keep note of that, okay?
The final act begins now. Good. No one interrupts our business vacation. Not ever.
Nice. One thing I know about Note 5 for this run in particular is that a lot of people say it's difficult. I'm not sure because it's my first time.
It's over. Get away from me! Behave yourself!
Is it these two things that are difficult? Oh, god damn.
I want a bonus for this!
Oh my, they're quite relentless.
Catch you in the next life! It's over. I swear on my blade. Another chance! Let our soul serve the resting. The pleasure's all yours. The cold is silent. Leave everything to me. Press the advantage. Sorry. Flames will never die. Press the advantage. Here's a taste of the abyss. Ready for a fiery feast? Prepare for I bite. Let's line up. Hey, catch him off guard. I'll make it painless. First down. Grab you any Ricky. Catch him off guard. Once more. You're done. Gotcha! There's no time to lose. Keep going. Scout! Press forward. Another chance. My blade is ready. There's no time to lose. Purging flash. Remember to smile. Scout. I'm unstoppable. My blade is already sheathed. This song is dedicated to the world. Not my brother. Shadow's
What the heck? frame drop.
Bang on.
Here's a taste of the abyss. Hurts, don't it? Wanna know what lurks in the darkness? Careful. I bite.
Hey, let's have some fun. Don't blink. A beautiful shooting star.
Feel where it hurts.
I hate my ASMR BS. Forgot to bring the Yiswan.
No.
I didn't know this is a rupture boss. As in I need a rupture agent. Not to say that I need a rupture agent, it's just that it will make my gameplay a lot easier, but I think we are well within what this boss requires with this team, right? I mean, I can defeat this boss with this team, no problems at all. I still got like nearly 2 minutes left on the clock. Ouch.
And the winner is me.
Found your weakness. Now, you're the prey.
Done.
Get still. Release. Let's make this quick. Inadequate. Concentrate. Get still. As decreed.
Oh, what the heck is up with the frame rate?
Clarity and integrity cycle.
Research shockwave.
Inadequate. Take this. Obliterate form of spirit. As decreed, your fate is sealed. Let's make this quick. Clarity and
Soften the music. Fall into the endless abyss. The name of the night emissary. Is that a
What are you? Oh, Manato.
It's over.
You even have a special theme song for this guy. How is he an A rank? frame drop.
My blade is already
Miasma.
victory. The only option. Hey, let's have some fun. My blade is already. Home run! Let's light it up. No forgiveness. More fire. I'm unstoppable. My blade is already sheathed.
Done! And recording, that's it. The temperature is ever so slightly rising, 44.3 degrees Celsius. Okay, still not thermal throttling yet, which is expected because I know iQOO phones have a very high thermal limit. And yeah, shield defense is just less demanding than the Flower Boss because the arena is much smaller. You don't have a lot of those fancy effects. I mean, the Flower Boss has a lot of fancy effects which will tax the performance even further. So yeah, overall I would say for Zenless Zone Zero, it's real good on this phone. So let's move on to the next game. Now for Wuthering Waves, I'm just gonna show you that absolute highest graphical settings. Okay. Now let's go. I don't really know what to do here actually, so let's do something. I know this boss is resistant to this woman right here, this dancing flower woman, but she's my best team. So let's go. I will record this and then do 3 fights. $13 watts. Okay. Okay, and then now we'll do again, actually twice more. So second time. The flow of combat in this game is so smooth. Okay, second time. Now it's for the third time. I know I don't have enough. Ayo. Okay, done. I will end the recording part 1 here. Yes. So now what I'm gonna do is to actually go farm the nest, because the nest is the most demanding out of all. And also free. Watts. Oh damn. That's why I say this kind of nest is the most demanding for any device, because it consumes a lot of power. So I think it is hitting thermal throttle now, because our frame rate is dropping. It's no longer 60 by just running around. We're like 30 something right now. Since we have that, let's go to the next nest, which is this one. Actually, I'm just randomly farming. I don't even need these echo sets. I mean, the frame rate is not bad. Still getting like 30 something, 40 something. Actually, I was distracted just now because of the frame rate drop, and I was looking everywhere else, like the wattage and whatnot. Okay, done. You can see the power consumption is a whole lot lower now since that it thermal throttled, but also the frame rate is a whole lot lower. So yeah, we are down like what, 40% from what we had just now, as in the frame rate. Okay. That's actually not too bad. But there is one of the most demanding nests that we have not yet went to, which is this one. This one is always the most demanding. So, of course, I did break the recording, so last one.
Feel the time.
Where? Ah, okay, I'll just use basic attacks. Okay, as you can see here, I think it reached the first level of thermal throttling at about like, I can't remember what's the temperature, 40, 46, 45? And then that is when the frame rate is no longer at 60. And then the temperature still kept on rising. I think this is a multi-stage thermal throttling kind of technique that they're doing. But currently the temperature is still ever so slightly rising. We're at like 47.9. Will it go higher? I don't know, but I will try. Let's just fly around. Let's go this area and then we'll fly there. Actually, I need to farm one of the bosses. The frame rate dropped again. Are you serious? A little lick of HP there. Ew. Yeah, I need to farm her. So let's just keep doing this. (47.7 degrees Celsius). No energy? What is this BS? Yeah, you know what? I think I give up. This is like the most that I can go before I'm bored as hell. It's like 47.7 degrees Celsius for so long. So let's go out and fly some more, I think. Let's fly around the city area. Yeah, no problems flying around. That's good. Just that the frame rate 51 something. It's okay, and the temperature is actually starting to drop as well.
Prelude to arrival.
Yeah, 47.5. It dropped by 0.2 degrees Celsius. Not too bad. The draw distance in this game is not that good though. Okay, never mind. It's a good result either way. So let's end the recording here and let the phone cool down a bit. Then we'll move on to the next game. Alright, now for Destiny Rising. I know this game had issues with some other phones as well. Not to say issue, it's just weird the way that it behaves. So you can see here, we did set it to 90 FPS ultra rendering quality, but for whatever reason we are still getting like only 60. So what we can do then is to head into the settings menu and change that. Set to high, game, Destiny Rising, there we go. And now it should run at 90. And now we're getting 90 FPS. Okay, that's how you fix it, quote unquote, fix it. What?
Here's the lead.
The heck did I engage in? Am I supposed to do that? Ouch, ouch, ouch. How to crouch? I'm gonna die. Yes, I died. Don't bruh me, I don't know how to fight this thing. Okay, done.
Perhaps your only concern is your duties for the item lords. Huh. A Jingshi gorilla. What's he doing here?
You sure it's still alive? Can you do it faster? You don't say.
The Fallen launched an invasion of Earth. These catches serve as both a ship and a home. This must be the ship's engine room. That platform in the middle looks promising. Let's make our way over there carefully.
Haha, carefully, never.
Fallen! The Fallen network is more complex than I thought. Buy me some time, Wolf.
Sure, whatever you say, boss.
They have 4 arms. I could use 2 of them to clean up these redundant codes. Superior, ready for a fight.
The voice acting in this game is so bad. It's like everyone has no emotion.
Some bad feeling about it.
A weak light bearer like you dares to covet Odin's artifact. Delusional.
So as you can see, Destiny Rising, the wattage consumption can go very high. The frame rate is not really maintaining 60. Okay, the frame rate is not maintaining 90 FPS throughout the entire gameplay, but near, I would say, near 60. So okay, let's move on to the next game then. Now for War Thunder, I'm literally doing this just to test out the ray tracing performance. So as you can see here, I'm using everything at the absolute highest. And this game, I also have to change it in the settings menu to make it go 90 FPS. So let's see how well this gaming test go. Finger control for this game sucks. So yeah, having controller support is so good. And as you can see, the frame rate kind of up and down. So you can see it says 100 something, okay. Ah, the pillar drop.
Our victory is near.
Damn. The frame rate is looking real good, which I'm quite surprised. Actually not surprised because the other phone with the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 also get this kind of frame rate. Okay, I'm dead I guess. Oh, the tilting speed is so slow. So you can see the frame rate does fluctuate a bit. I don't know why it says 100 just now, and then now it's down back to like 80 something. Temperature 40 something degrees Celsius. I think the ray tracing performance has improved a lot in the new generation of chipsets because we only use like 4 point something watts. Okay, done. I actually didn't die. And I forgot to hit record. But yeah, you can see overall it's okay. The power consumption is actually quite low. So nothing much to see here. Okay, so now it is time to talk about the gaming performance of the iQOO 15. So Genshin Impact, we were in the game for quite a long time. The temperature did rise, but average power consumption is quite low. Okay, about like 4-ish watts, something like that. Temperature ever so slightly rising all the way to like 30, nearly 40 degrees Celsius. So yeah, Genshin Impact not the most demanding game right now. You can see it dropped to 0 here is because we were teleporting. So yep, Genshin Impact run fine. It's just that this game has a lot of missing sound effects for many patches already. It's actually getting worse by the updates, so I'm not really sure what's going on with this game. The render resolution is actually quite okay, 1920 by 867, okay. For Zenless Zone Zero, the render resolution is at 1944 by 884, okay, quite high, not the highest though. But the average power consumption, it says here, is like 5 point something watts, but you can see it does spike up quite a lot sometimes. And it can go, what happened with that spike to 15 watts? Okay, never mind, it's an outlier I think. But yeah, it's averaging at like 6 watts-ish. And you can see the frame rate is all over the place, but never, actually once, it's below 45 FPS. Overall it's okay, the frame drops are not distracting, it's just happening. And overall gaming, the boss fight with the flower boss is actually very good, very consistent. And now here is all the fights with the Shiyu defense. As you can see, all of the dips here are actually because I was loading in between screens. There are a few drops here that are not actually caused by the loading screen. So you can see here, this is Note 4, Note 5, Note 6 and Note 7. The one dip here is transitioning between the first half and the second half. So first half, second half. First half, I don't know what happened here, and this is where some of the frame drops happened while I was playing the game, fighting the enemies and whatnot, and it is not in that loading screen. It is more apparent in these two nodes here because there are a lot more drops, and those drops are very distracting. I have no idea why it happens, but when it happens, the frame rate drops drastically and then rises back. So as you can see here, there is practically no bottleneck, I would say. CPU 6 and 7 would be the culprits, and overall not really an issue. The Shiyu defense fights are not that demanding compared to the flower boss fight. Wuthering Waves is actually gonna be interesting, I would say. So this is the Fleudelis boss fight. The render resolution is really high, 2376 by 1080. So part 1, first fight, second fight, third fight, and you can see here the frame rate nearly 60 FPS all the time, but it does drop. Not to say drop as in fluctuate between like 50 something to 60. Average power consumption nearly 8 watts, which is really high. Okay, during the loading screens you can see it can go up to like 17, 16 watts. Actually quite surprising. Here is with all of the, I think this is the first part of the nest fight when I was just flying around and whatnot. So you can see not too bad. Temperature does rise, and you can see there's an overall trend of the frame rate dropping like this. You can see the line here, right? Yeah. And that was what I was experiencing as well. When it did hit a certain temperature limit of like 47 point something degrees Celsius, the frame rate will drop. And when it does drop, then you will get like 30 something, 40 something FPS, which is still okay, I would say, because we are at playing it at the highest graphical settings. And you can see here, sometimes it will have a massive power spike. I think that's the loading, but I'm not too sure. And then for the last recording, I don't really remember what it is, but the overall trend continues. You can see the frame rate is hovering somewhere around like 30 to 40 something FPS. It does go up and down, but the temperature start to cool off a little bit, and that is the sign of thermal throttling. It's very difficult to make this phone thermal throttle, by the way. And lastly, for Destiny Rising, as you can see here, this game is really not that demanding even at such a high render resolution, 2376 by 1080 pixels, 6.25 watts average, and you can see here, yeah, maximum is 9.16 watts. So really nothing much to talk about Destiny Rising. And lastly, we also have War Thunder Mobile, which I forgot to hit record, but the overall gaming experience is actually really good. So there you have it. That's the gaming test of the brand new iQOO 15. I would say this phone, the performance is a lot more consistent compared to some of the other phones that we've tried. And yeah, overall, I would say if the price is right, this is gonna be one of the best gaming phones of the year. This generation, I mean. The Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 managed to be tamed by the cooling system in this phone, although it will still thermal throttle if you're gonna play Wuthering Waves like me, or Zenless Zone Zero with all of the very graphically intensive boss fights like the Flower Boss and whatnot. So yeah, that's it for this gaming test. We are testing it in 1080p, so do keep that in mind. I'm not sure if the render resolution will change if we change the resolution. Let me do that. UHD. Everything is so small. It's as if they just changed the PPI in the system level. So I'm just gonna run around, let it record something. Personally, I don't think the render resolution changed at all because the frame rate is looking to be the same. But let's go have a check. The render resolution is actually a tad bit lower if you turn it up to the highest resolution. So if you turn it up to, what's this again? UHD, then the render resolution will drop to 1901 by 864. If you change it to HD resolution, then the game will be in 1944 by 884. Why does that happen? Well, I think they are doing this to maintain the PPI of the game, which is weird. I would say, why did it drop? Anyway, yeah, we are testing it with the FHD resolution, and that has a higher render resolution. So if you wanna add me in the comments, then just go on ahead. I mean, I already showed you that the render resolution will drop if you change the phone's resolution higher. And if you have any other questions regarding this phone, then leave it down in the comment section below. Do please remember to hit the like and subscribe button because that will really help us out a lot, and we can bring you even more gaming tests like this in the future with more devices as well. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video, and thanks for hitting that subscribe button. We are aiming to hit 100k subs soon, and your help is deeply appreciated.